Hi everyone, my name is Alejandro. Super excited to show you how Adle works. Basically, Adle is a platform that allows you to create ads and ad campaigns right from the same place. So it's basically your marketing agency in one product. So the first thing that we need to do is we gotta go to settings and we gotta set up our brand. So we're just gonna put our website URL and we're just gonna click set up brand. We're just gonna do yes, I'm sure, and automatically Adle is gonna scan our website and it's gonna do the whole brand setup for us. We can obviously edit it after, but the AI can take care of the heavy lifting. So once this is done, we're gonna see something like this. And now we have the whole brand configured. So for example, we have the short description, what Adle does. We have the colors, the visual identity, what typography do we use, what's our brand voice. So it says professional, innovative, trustworthy services. So basically a little bit more about our value proposition. Who's our ICP, what's our target audience, a few buyer personas that the AI did by itself, a few competitors. Here we have the country and the logo. So if we agree with this, we can just do save changes. We can also edit anything we wanted here. But in this case, we're just gonna leave it as is. So now we're ready to start creating content and start creating campaigns. So we're just gonna go to the content tab here. Here we're gonna have all our creatives, basically images, carousels, videos that we create with AI or also that we uploaded on the platform. We can also connect our Canva account. We can also import from social media and we have all these options. So let's create with AI in this case. All right, perfect. So we're just gonna use image. We're just gonna do format square. Let's optimize in this case for Meta. Let's say that we want 3 different ads in English and we wanna show the logo in the image. So just like that, I'm just gonna click generate. And this is gonna generate 3 high-performing ads, in this case, optimized for Meta, about Adle, right? So notice how I didn't put a prompt, notice how I didn't have to set up anything else rather than the initial brand configuration. But if I wanted to do something more detailed, do something more in-depth, I can also go to advanced configuration, put a prompt, put instructions, change the brand look and feel. We can even put a service or product URL here. So for example, if we're advertising a specific product, we can just put the URL here and import content. But in this case, we're just gonna leave it as is. So this is just gonna take a minute, less than a minute. And I'm just gonna see you in a bit. All right, perfect. So our ads are ready. So we're just gonna discard this and we're just gonna click this. And if we want to see how the ads are looking like, so for example, we got this one. As you can see, it uses our branding, it uses our logo, it uses our visual identity, our brand voice. So everything is on brand. As you can see, we have the scores. So basically, this scores how relevant this image is for our target audience or ICP. So for example, if we wanted to check this one, we can just open this. Your campaign data should tell you what to do. And let's say that we like this one, but we wanted to edit it. So we can resize it to vertical, we can resize it to horizontal, we can resize it to 4 to 5. We can edit with Canva. This is just gonna open a Canva document with this image here, and we can edit it from Canva. We can also edit with AI, which is simpler. We can just describe the changes that we want on natural language. Super simple. We can change the copies, we can change the images, we can change the logo, whatever we wanted to. In this case, we can also animate this image with AI and convert it into a video. So let's say that we like these 3 different ads and we're just gonna select them and we're gonna do save content. Perfect. Now we can post this on our social media feeds. So we're just gonna do post. We can select what platforms do we wanna post it to. So we can post them on all of these platforms at once, saving us a lot of time. We can select the date and time on which we wanna post this. So let's say that we wanna post this on, I don't know, on the 14th at 9 a.m., for example. In English, this is going to generate a description. And here we're just going to select the accounts that we want to post it to. If we don't have it, if we don't have any account, we can connect it quickly from here. So once we do it, we can schedule post. As you can see, this generates a description based on the image itself. So the platform and the AI has an understanding of what this image is in order to create the description that is going to go with the image itself. All right, so once we post it, once we schedule it, we can see it from here. And here we're gonna have all our content calendar. We can also schedule posts from here. So for example, let's say that we wanna post on Saturday at 9 a.m. We can just select the slot. We can select the content and yeah, super simple as well. So we can have our whole content calendar right here. Other than that, we can create paid media campaigns, which is super important. So let's say that we like these 3 ads, or maybe I'm just gonna select 4, maybe 5. All right, so I'm just gonna select these 5 and I'm just gonna create campaign. So here I can put a campaign theme or instructions. It's basically additional context that we want to give the platform in order to create this campaign. So it could be, I don't know, something about this campaign. Maybe it's about a seasonal offer. Maybe it's about a discount. Maybe it's about Black Friday. Or maybe it's just instructions on how I want the campaign to be, who I want to target. If this is a particular campaign that is not necessarily specified on the brand setup that we did at the beginning. So we're just going to leave this empty. This is optional. We can select here the language, let's say English. Here we can put a prompt, for example, I don't know, English-speaking countries in Europe or English-speaking countries in the whole world, or we can put, if we have a hyper-local business, we can put the most affluent areas in New York City. But in this case, since we're a global company. We're just gonna want to target the United States. So I'm just gonna do continue right here. And we can select what platforms we want our campaign to run. So we're gonna start off with Meta. We're gonna answer these 4 questions and our campaign will be ready. Let's say that we wanted leads in this case. Let's say that we wanna generate the conversion on an instant form. So here we're gonna connect our ad account. Connecting our ad account is super simple. The platform is gonna use whatever ad account that you choose to use, and it's gonna learn from your previous campaigns. It's gonna use your current configuration, your pixel, your billing settings. So everything is just gonna be as you have it right now, or even if you have a fresh new account, you can just connect that new account. So once we have it, we got our Facebook page, we got our Instagram account, and we're ready to move to the next step. So let's say that we wanna set up a daily budget for this campaign. Let's say that we wanna invest $500 for this campaign daily. Here we have the content that we're gonna advertise, which is all AI generated, and we're gonna do finish. So just like that, we're gonna have our whole campaign using the best possible configuration for Meta, obviously taking into account the best practices for Meta ads, also taking into account our brand context. In this case, it's our own Adle brand, but it works with e-commerce brands, it works with service-based businesses, it works with any type of business that has a website, basically. So this is just gonna take less than a minute. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here we have the campaign. We can hide the agent for now. What we see here first is the reasoning of the AI as to why it chose this configuration for this particular campaign. So if we want to know why the AI is suggesting this structure, we can just read this. We can also edit whatever we want on the campaign before launching. We can, for example, see how the ads are gonna look like before posting. Let's say that we're gonna check how it's gonna look like on an Instagram post. We see here that the call to action it chose was book now, since we book demos mostly for our customers. Chose book now. So here we have all the primary text descriptions with all the variations. So 3 different, in this case 5 different primary text, 1 description. So basically every option that Meta allows, the AI is gonna fill up based to improve the overall quality of the campaign. So for example, it did 5 different headlines as well. And here we have how the ad is gonna look like in this case. So as you can see, we can see how it's gonna look like on an Instagram post. So if we go and publish a campaign, we're gonna see something like this. Hold on, I'm gonna show you a different sample campaign on which we can see. All right, so here we have the sample campaign. As you can see, this campaign already has some metrics. And once we publish it, so we're gonna see every metric that comes from, in this case, Meta. So for this campaign, we have Meta and Google within the same context. We can also add more platforms to the same campaign with the same context. So TikTok, LinkedIn. And we're gonna see the metrics coming from each one of the platforms, right? We can also ask the AI, use the agent here, to ask whatever we want about the campaign, since it already has all this context, all this data. We can ask, for example, how many leads did I get last week? Or what was my cost per lead during the weekend? Or what was my cost per lead this month compared to last month? You can ask whatever we want, and the AI is gonna reply on natural language, which is super useful if you wanna understand your results, if you wanna understand your metrics. And the AI is also gonna give you automatic suggestions that you can just apply with 1 click based on campaign performance. So you can also prompt the AI in order to get this suggestion. So you can put something very broad like give me recommendations to improve my campaign. So this is very broad in this case, but it's gonna give us specific detailed suggestions based on campaign performance and obviously our brand context. So here we have a few suggestions. So in this case, we can check this one for Meta. So it says increase the current budget, moving from 33,000 to 40,000 to scale the volume of results while maintaining current momentum. So if we agree with this, we can just click apply changes, and the AI is automatically going to change the budgets in this case, and we're just going to do save and publish, and that's it. So for example, this one, this Google suggestion here, so it's telling us expand winning keywords variants. So based on the winning terms, based on winning keywords, it's telling us to add a few more keywords to improve the Google search campaign. Since we have a Google search campaign also here, we can just do apply changes, and automatically the AI is going to add these suggested keywords. We can also obviously handle the campaign manually. If we wanted to add keywords manually, we can do that. We can turn off ads manually as well. But the AI is basically analyzing the performance and acting on those insights as well. So it's saving us time analyzing and also executing. So it's super simple. This is basically what Adle does. It's a whole marketing suite. You can generate creatives. You can launch them on your social media. You can also launch paid media campaigns, and you can let AI run your paid media campaigns for you. So that's essentially it. Hope to see you inside the platform. Thank you so much.